What's up, Sagittarius? This is April with astrolotta.com. I'm here with your March 2017 monthly horoscope. Once again, I have the board. It's backed by popular demand. That way everyone can see what's going on astrologically based on all the little planetary symbols on here and understand them a little better. Hopefully you guys can see it pretty well. But anyway, what's going on with my Sagittarians this month? Well, first of all, we do have still a concentration of energy that's happening in Pisces and Aries. For you guys, that is your fourth house of home and family life, and also your fifth house of creative hobbies, children, running your own business, and romance. So, what does all of this mean for you guys, Sagittarius? A couple of things. Let's start with the fourth house. So energy is still here, okay? We still have Pisces energy. So some of you guys can be doing a few things. I know a lot of Sagittarians, along with Capricorn, your next door neighbor on the zodiac wheel, are moving or have already moved, or yeah, you're just really focused on your home. With Mercury being here in Pisces, you guys may be busy moving because Mercury is the energy of the busybody wherever he's at. That's kind of like where your mind is like focused the most and when your hands are moving the most. So around the home, maybe this is fixing stuff around your house so that you can enjoy your place of living a lot more and feel a lot more comfortable where you're at. The sun is here still, so you know this can be being more in touch with your roots and with your family too, just kind of being a little bit more under the radar, so to speak, more like at home, just kind of being a little bit more introverted, being a little bit more emotional and wanting to be in touch with your family. There was a powerful eclipse in the sign of Pisces here at the very end of February. They could have brought emotional breakthroughs for some of my Sagittarians. Maybe some of you guys are moving out and leaving home for the first time. You guys are the travelers and explorers, so maybe you're moving like even across the country or to another country away from family, and it can be really emotional, but you know, it may be just a breakthrough that you need in order to be the adventurous archer that you're destined to be and that you are by nature. So that's what's going on here. Also, we start out with Mars and Uranus still together, conversing with one another, buzzing energy back and forth between one another. And this can cause some kind of like sporadic actions to happen, okay, that are either initiated by you or that you're attracting to yourself. And this is in your fifth house, and the fifth house is creative hobbies. So if you're like a dancing Sagittarius, ooh, this energy is really, really beneficial for you. It's going to help boost those skills. Let's just say that. Or if you do anything creative, this is taking action, and like this is paired with innovation and, you know, just kind of channeling new, unique ideas and ways of like moving. Okay. So yeah, I just see a lot of creative energy happening with Mars and Uranus here. So this is right off the bat in March. We start with this stuff. We have Venus going retrograde in Aries, and this starts on the 4th of March. And for you guys, this is in your fifth house, which this fifth house, it rules like romantic relationships, like the flirty relationships, the fun ones, like you really like someone, you admire them, and you maybe go out on some dates. You're just, yeah, it's just flirty and fun stuff. So this isn't like the serious stuff, but Venus retrograde, I did a live broadcast on Venus retrograde, so go watch the replay for a little more information on that. And also I pulled some cards for every sign, so ooh, you guys got to check yours out. They're really interesting. But just in general for this monthly forecast, I'll just, you know, give a little brief on it. Retro means going back, and if this is the fifth house of lovers and flirtatious romantic encounters that you've had, well, some of those people may start coming back from your past, or either whether it's physically or in memory, maybe you'll start having some feelings for them come back again, or this can be rekindling a romance that's already existing. So that's pretty exciting, Sag. So on the 9th, we have Mars moving from your fifth house of fun and creativity into Taurus, which is your sixth house of work. So wherever Mars travels, is where you have your most energy and drive and action like aimed at, because this is an arrow, like that's his symbol for Mars. So a lot of you guys may be busy with work, like super duper busy with work. Be careful with conflicts developing within the work environment and the workplace with Mars there, Sagittarius. And also with this being your house of health, Mars does rule inflammatory issues, okay? So you may be more prone to inflammations, fevers, and, you know, bothersome, just anything that can become inflamed within the body. This is also the house of the lower intestine, just to get really super nerdy on you guys. So be careful what you eat. Watch what you eat when Mars is in your 6th house, because it may be more like irritating and agitating for your system. Oh, I don't mean to jump around, but one other thing I forgot to mention on the 4th is the exact conjunction of Mercury and Neptune together. So Mercury, you know, he rules our communication and speaking to people, typing, texting, emailing, just how we generally like speak to one another. And also it's your thinking processes, your logical thinking. So when he's paired with Neptune, imagine Neptune as being kind of like a fog machine, like, and it rules like the fantasy world and stuff like that. So your thinking is going to be not very clear right off the bat at the beginning of the month. No one's is actually. This is like a general, you know, transit that everybody's going to be feeling. But for you guys, this is in your 4th house. You know, the 4th house energy is very super intuitive. I mean, everyone's intuitive in some sort of way, but sometimes we go through planetary transits that bring out more of that power for us. So you guys are going to be super intuitive, especially when it comes to the needs of family and other people. You're going to be super sensitive around the beginning of the month, Sagittarius, but really pay attention and listen to your dreams. Listen to what your loved ones are telling you. If you believe in like receiving messages from your ancestors, this can be a time when you really receive some sharp, clear ones. Make sure you write those down, you know, or that you record them some sort of way to remember them, because they are going to be super important. This can just be feeling very sensitive and compassionate towards your family too. So now jumping ahead once again, on the 12th of March, we have a full moon in the sign of Virgo. That means that the sun and the moon are in opposite signs. In astrology, we know they're in opposite houses and opposite areas of your life, creating a sort of a tension that is like a push-pull energy that brings things to a breaking point, to where you just say, I can't take this anymore, and you make a final decision. So the sun is down here in Pisces at that time, in your 4th house, home, family life, comfort, your roots, right? And the moon is up here in your 10th house of career, being a career person. So there can be something that comes to a breaking point, like maybe you guys have a breakthrough in career that really shoots you up to the top, right? Which, that's really dope. I really hope this happens for some of my career-oriented Sagittarians. But then there's the focus on family is still here too. Look at this cluster of activities still down here in your home life. So it's kind of like you may have family saying, don't forget about us. Hey, Sag, you know, I know you're just this great traveler and you want to be this career person and you're focused on work with Mars in your 6th house, but don't forget about your family. We're down here too. We still care, you know, we still need you. So that's a situation that can happen. Or what if you guys get like a really like cool career breakthrough and it causes a change down here in your home life to where you can move to a better house, you can bring your family into a better situation. So that's just a couple of different scenarios that this full moon can bring. But all in all, it's definitely going to be focused around a huge change when it comes to family life and career. On the 13th of March, we have Mercury, our little guy with the ears or the horns, whatever you want to call those. He can be mischievous though, so it could be either or to me. He moves from your 4th house of home and family and being like uber sensitive into your 5th house in Aries. So this is more like your mind is busy with creativity It can be more busier with your kids. I always find Mercury energy to be that busybody. I think I already mentioned that. So you're going to be super busy with children if you have children. You can be thinking more about having children, or just having childlike fun and just being like silly and wanting to joke around and call your love interest pet names. I always find that with that fifth house transit that people go through that. They're like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, you want to call them little squishy, wishy, you know, like lovey-dovey nicknames and stuff. I think it's cute myself. But Mercury here will definitely have you busy with the romance, with the kids, with the hobbies. So it's a beautiful thing. On the 20th, we have the sun, our main luminary, moving from lighting up your home and family life to lighting up this fifth house in Aries of romance, creativity, kids, all that stuff. So it's kind of like really bringing more of an emphasis to this area of life to the forefront. So some of you Sagittarius are going to be really like flirty, feeling so flirty during this time, and just really enjoying yourselves. But remember, there's this Mars here, so it's like you work hard, you know, the full moon is here, could be bringing career stuff to the forefront, but you're going to be playing just as hard, Sagittarius. My Sag people really know how to play, really know how to do it up and enjoy life and turn up, as the young people say. On the 26th of March, we have Mercury, your thinking, your communication, coming into a conjunction with Uranus. Crazy, zany, wacky guy wants you to do things all of a sudden without warning, not caring about what anybody thinks, just kind of being rebellious. But Uranus also rules like seeing into the future. I mean, look at, he's like a crazy space station, just like channeling stuff from out of nowhere, out of outer space. So this is where your mind is going to be, but it's not like a foggy outer space type of transit like Mercury Neptune was, where you could have been more prone to deception. I forgot to mention that Mercury Neptune at the beginning of the month, more prone to deception, especially when it comes to family members, more prone to being taken advantage of, like people playing your kindness for weakness, so to speak. People wanting to be more codependent, or you may be feeling more codependent on other people, especially family. So that was that. But this is more like being super creative in a way that's like innovative, like technology wise, you know, and this is in your fifth house of creativity. So once again, if you're a Sagittarius that dances, you move your hands, you know, you move your body, you create with your hands, you create with your mind, you guys are really going to have the upper hand when this transit happens at the end of the month. So last but not least, on the 28th of March, we have a new moon in the sign of Aries, also highlighting your fifth house. So this is the sun and moon coming together, paternal and maternal, to birth something brand new. Now remember, this is in a close proximity to Venus, which is in retrograde. So Venus retrograde, once again, it's not the best time to start and initiate new things, but it is a great time for review. And new moons are usually the time when people have new beginnings somewhere. If you do have an opportunity for a new beginning when it comes to a romantic partnership, or starting your own business, or, you know, anything that the fifth house entails, just once again, you know, review all the details, make sure everything is in clear understanding, especially when it comes to matters of money and spending, because that's also what Venus rules. All right, Sagittarius, so that was it for your monthly forecast for March 2017. I hope it was helpful for you guys in some sort of way. If it is, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up below, and also don't forget to subscribe here to Lada's channel so you can check out all monthly forecasts every month. And if you would like a personal reading from me, if you want to talk about astrology, you want me to look at your chart, we can talk about it. Go to my readers page on astrolada.com. And I am having some specials in the month of March to where you can chat with me for a little bit longer, or I can answer more questions for you. So go check me out over there. We can get something scheduled either via Skype or via recorded reading. And I can look at some things in detail for you guys personally to your chart, because this is all very general right here. So take care of yourself, Sag, and I will see you guys in the month of April.